Sensational.
Comment and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.
The NBA is thinking about having two more expansion teams, which the front runners, I believe, was Seattle, which has a team already, or Las Vegas, which has the Sun League. So which one would you prefer? Both, if you ask me. But you never know. They might do something else. But the smart decision would be Vegas and Seattle.
This is how Las Vegas will get an NBA team and where they will play. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has said an NBA team in Las Vegas isn't about if, but when. This is how it's going to go down. The NBA's current TV deal expires after next season, which is when at least 2 new teams will be added. You'll have the return of the Seattle Supersonics and the Las Vegas team. Now, both those teams would be in the Western Conference, which means one team will move to the East. Maybe the Pelicans? We don't know who will own the team, but there is a PR battle between LeBron and Shaq. But we do know the team will play south of the Strip inside Oakview Group's $10 billion NBA district. We don't know how it's going to look. We don't know when they're going to break ground, but OVG does own the land, and they've built some incredible arenas across the country. They are also the only developer to build and open 7 arenas in 16 months. And it's going to be privately funded. I know Las Vegas locals will appreciate that one.
NBA is about to have 2 more expansion teams. That's right, as of yesterday, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said that it's very likely that the NBA will expand and create 2 new teams. One city that has a chance of getting a team is Las Vegas, which has already seen the success of the NHL's Las Vegas Golden Knights, as they had just won a championship last year. And now they even have the Las Vegas Raiders in town. Plus, the league's biggest superstar, LeBron James, says he wants to own an NBA team in Las Vegas when he eventually retires. Another city that's a favorite to get a team, or should I say get their team back, is Seattle. The Supersonics were taken from Seattle nearly a decade and a half ago, and it's about time the city of Seattle, which is a fantastic sports city, gets their team back. A third and final sleeper city that could get a team is Mexico City, which the NBA themselves have said they're looking at very closely to determine whether or not the city could support a basketball franchise. If Mexico City does get an NBA team, it would be the first North American sports team out of the 4 major sports leagues to play full-time in Mexico City. But even if Mexico doesn't get a team, that doesn't change the fact that
basically guaranteed that Las Vegas is getting its next expansion team. Safe assumption, since Adam Silver has already narrowed down the NBA's expansion race to just Vegas and Seattle. But by getting to host the final rounds of the NBA's first ever in-season tournament, Vegas basically got the commissioner's spiritual nod. The city already hosts Summer League, so even if no expansion is set to happen until 2025, if the turnout goes crazy for this in-season tournament,
obviously you have the Raiders here, you have the Knights here, you have the Aces here, you have F1 coming very soon, and also our weekend has been here a few times. You have the NBA Summer League that's very popular. Sports is here, and I think adding an NBA franchise here will just add to the momentum that's going on in this town. It's an attraction. You don't have to worry about getting fan support, nothing like that. I mean, they show every single time, every year, every summer. Like you said, with this USA basketball or the NBA coming here for Summer League, whatever the case may be, I think it's only right. I think it's only a matter of time, and I hope I'm part of that time. So
after 20 long years, it's looking like the NBA is finally ready to expand. More specifically, we'll be seeing them add teams to both Seattle and Las Vegas. I think we all have a solid idea as for what the Seattle team is going to look like, even though they sadly can't call themselves the Seattle Supersonics because the OKC Thunder took that history with them. But it's actually the Las Vegas side of things that I find to be very interesting, because not only is LeBron James expected to be the highest bidder at $7 billion, but I can't decide if this move is even worth it. When looking at some of the other major sporting franchises in Las Vegas, they seem to be pretty successful. The Aces are back-to-back NBA champions with the best player in the league on their team. Their NHL team won a championship just 1 year ago, and they both seem to have pretty good attendance rates. And then there's the Raiders, a team that really has no fans unless they're from Oakland, while at the same time having some pretty terrible attendance rates. And anytime anyone is there, it's to see the other team. So is this move just another way for sports gambling to become bigger in the NBA, or will they actually have an established fan base? I will just say, me personally, I am way more excited to see Seattle finally get their team back. But where do you want to see the NBA expand to? It's confirmed a new franchise to be in Las Vegas, but what arena will they play in? Most people assume the new NBA franchise will be playing in T-Mobile Arena, which is currently home to the Vegas Golden Knights, but there's other plans for a new basketball arena like we've never seen before, with there being talks to build an all-new resort/arena titled the All-Net Arena. Now, the features this arena would have is insane, with this arena coming with 2 luxury hotels, a convention center, movie theater, bowling alley, and a water park. Like, could you imagine getting off the water slide and seeing Curry minutes later hit a dagger on your team? But that's not the only cool stuff we'd see with the All-Net Arena. It would also come with a retractable roof, which would be really interesting to see with basketball, and also if the NBA would even allow it, along with the entire outside of the arena having LED panels on it, almost like what we see from the Sphere in Vegas. I mean, just comparing this to the newest arena in the NBA, which is the Chase Center, there is no competition here. Now, the biggest reason as to why we haven't seen this arena start construction yet is because we simply don't know when the NBA is going to expand. Because investing $10 billion into a new arena, then having to wait 5 years for the NBA to actually move there, wouldn't be the best investment. But follow, if you would love to see this arena be the home for an NBA franchise in Vegas. Also, if the future team is watching this, please invite me to the water park.
The NBA is going to expand very soon. They will add 2 teams, one in Seattle and one in Las Vegas. And this means instead of 30, we will have 32 teams. So divisions will need to be completely realigned with 4 teams in each one instead of 5, which gives us a super rare opportunity to create new rivalries and have teams change conferences. No matter what, the Celtics, Knicks, 76ers, and Nets need to stay in the same division because the history is too deep, while the Raptors are literally in Canada, so they get less priority no matter what. The entire Southeast Division can stay the same, with the exception of the Wizards, who are already further away from every other team. And now, just looking at the map, it's super obvious that the final 2 Eastern Conference divisions would be the Bucks, Timberwolves, Bulls, and Pacers, as well as the Wizards, Raptors, Pistons, and Cavs. In the Western Conference, the Northwest Division would stay the exact same. Since the Timberwolves are out east now, I'd kick the Mavs out of the Southeast Division and put them with the Suns, the Kings, and the Las Vegas team, which then leaves us with a final division made up of the Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, and Supersonics.
A brand new developer just announced the most ambitious project in Las Vegas history. Plans are calling to build the tallest tower in Las Vegas at 1,200 feet, Las Vegas's first ever 7-star hotel and casino property, and an NBA-ready 18,000 to 20,000 seat arena. The visionaries behind this mega project are LVXP. It's a new locally founded group that just bought the All-Net Arena and former Wet n Wild site back in January. They want to move on this project fast, and they've low-key built a dream team. For example, they just brought on Nick Tomasino as their chief construction officer. Nick formerly served as the senior VP of construction for MSG. He's the guy who oversaw the construction of the Sphere. They've also announced that the builder and designer for the project is going to be Steelman Partners, and we've talked about these guys before. You can check their resume. They are seasoned veterans in the hospitality space. We don't know the name of the project, and we don't know what it's going to look like, but we know it's going to be on the former All-Net site. And let's do something fun. Let's name this project in the comments. Shoot me some names and follow me for everything Vegas.
So today, Bill Simmons said that he has inside information that the NBA is going to expand to Vegas and Seattle. Now, obviously, Seattle needs to do Supersonics. That's a cold-ass name. But here are a couple of my favorite names for the Vegas team. Las Vegas Dealers. I'm not feeling this one. Just could do better. The casino vibe is just kind of disgusting. All right, kind of the same theme here. We got the Vegas Jacks. I actually kind of like this logo, but I don't know, bro. The casino's kind of corny. It reminds me of like cigarette smoke and shit. I'm out on the casinos. Then we got the Vegas Venom. I'm fucking with this, man. I like this. They got fucking snakes and deserts and shit around there. Scary. I like the colors. I like this one. And then we got the Vegas Outlaws. This is my number one. They could have fucking cool colors, badass. I feel like they gotta have a dude with a hat, bandana, shooting people and shit. This would be dope.
Bye, Felicia.
Be the best you can be. love your family, love your friends, spread love, not violence, not this virus. As always, peace.